Well, she told me that when she was 14 at one of the RTE outdoor concerts, she gave me a demo tape. I don't remember that at all. We met on St. Patrick's night in 1986, and we had some ridiculous, mad adventures. And I'm happy to say that there is an album waiting to come out. It's produced by David Holmes, the incredible David Holmes, and I've heard all of it actually, and it's fantastic. It's really fantastic, a brilliant record.
BP, what
but I'm
was
going to tell you the truth.
Yeah. What was it? And we can see the distress on your face. We're so grateful that you're able to talk to us on the Bulletin tonight. Thank you. What was it that gave her that mesmeric quality? Because you couldn't turn away when she performed.
No, you couldn't. I think the best example that I witnessed was when she was on the Grammys. We went out together to the Grammys, and she sang Mandinka. And in the audience was like Little Richard and Dinah Washington, Dizzy Gillespie, all kind of folk, and they were all thinking, wow, this girl is a bit of a freak, but she is incredible. And that is the thing about Sinead. She didn't wear a pretty dress. She was actually a style icon as well as a musical one. And she told it like it is, and sometimes the way she did it was clumsy. But nonetheless, you know, she risked her career for the truth about other situations. And she should be remembered as being a hop, skip and a jump, laughing girl. Sinead, I miss you awfully. God bless you.
And BP, your tribute is very touching. I might, if you're able, I might just put one more question to you, because you mentioned the Grammys, and we recall that iconic Grammys. I think it was 1989. She won Best Rock Vocal. She was up against the likes of Tina Turner, Pat Benatar. She was only 21. How did she shoulder that at such a young age?
Because she was a person who was different. I mean, the Grammys thing, it was fantastic. It really was. And I feel privileged to have been there. And to tons of her gigs, you know, throughout the years. And we used to just have fun. Sometimes I'd fly over to London, or she'd be here, or whatever the crack. And as she said on my message machine at the time, can I come over so we can misbehave? You know.
Do you have an abiding memory, BP, of your friend Sinead?
I have many. I have many. I'll tell you what, she gave a very good hug. You know, very good, warm, uplifting hug. And that alone is pretty cool. A lot of people don't have that. She was a very special girl who had been tormented all her life. And she came out of this and to this incredible music. I remember her manager, Faulkner O'Kelly, coming round and telling me about this idea to record a song by The Family, who were a Prince group, and a song written by Prince. And he said, if you tell anyone, I'll kill you. And he might have. And that, of course, was Nothing Compares to You. It's one of the great records, up there with Procol Harum or Strawberry Fields Forever, or whatever you admire. And I think she's a true star. It's a word that used easily, star, but she was. And with all her wounds, she gave blessings. And that's why people all over Ireland and all over the world are incredibly upset at the moment. Well, it's very sad.
BP, thank you so much for paying that tribute to your friend Sinead. We're very grateful. Thank you.
as we are still mourning and also paying tributes to Sinead O'Connor, who passed away at the age of 56, we are commemorating her, looking at her legacy, her long history. In this video, actually, we've seen her talking about the popular artist that is Prince, and in her story how they actually met with Prince, she said that they were really not really very close initially, but when she did that huge popular song, it really turned their relationship into something huge. The song we are talking about is Nothing Compares to You, which reached #1 in both the UK and the US in 1990. Although Sinead O'Connor was herself an acclaimed and instinctive songwriter, there is no doubt the musical high point of her career came with her cover version of Prince's Nothing Compares to You, which reached #1 in both the UK and of course the US. That was in around 1990 to 91, like I've told you. So the American actually recorded the song in 1984 but did not release it at the time. Instead, he gifted it to the funk band, that is The Family, for their one and only album. The song was then largely forgotten and Prince himself did not perform it live in the 1980s until when Sinead actually came out and did a cover that even went viral. There was an enduring interest in whether he actually liked her performance, but of course it was hard to be sure as the enigmatic star rarely gave interviews on the subject, but did start adding the song into his live set. In 2021, in one of the memoirs of Sinead, she revealed that not only had she not met Prince before recording the song, but their first encounter only came years later. Obviously, Prince died in 2016 and was no longer around to offer his side of the night's events, but of course when they performed, when she performed it, always that song that is Nothing Compares to You, it really elevated her profile and it even became more popular. So we are seeing more tributes from so many people. We've seen Ja Wobo, the original player of the British post-punk band Public Image Limited, and an artist who collaborated with Sinead, telling a couple of press reporters that it's really very sad losing such a legendary artist. Very many other people are coming out on social media to pay their tributes, and we here at Dicto Media also combine to pay our tributes to the legend. Rest in power, the Queen Sinead.